What's going on, you guys? My name is Morgan and welcome back to another video. So let's talk about something. Let's talk about Ace. So I didn't want to make this video. This is not a good video. So we're going to talk about it a little bit. And I have some horrible news that I don't even want to talk about this because it's not great. So, some things about Ace that have happened. Ace is, how do I put this? Okay, I'm just joking. I was doing my hardest to keep a straight face and talk about how bad Ace was doing, but that's actually a lie. So, Ace came to us severely malnourished, and he hasn't been taken to the vet. He got his rabies. His rabies is due as well, but that was the last time he had been taken to the vet is when he got his rabies, which was a while ago. But he came to us because oh my gosh, the story time on this. I think I've talked about this in my last video. Why he came back to us? The family got divorced. They had just gotten a new puppy from me, and then they decided, I don't want to get rid of the puppy. I want to get rid of the older dog. He had bit one of their kids, which is not true. He has no aggression problems. He has done really well with kids. So the only reason he would bite a kid is because they are trying to yank on him. So whenever I try to go pick him up when he is in trouble, he will roll over and he will try to nip at me. Not hard, just kind of tell me, you're going to hurt me. So what that tells me is that he has been severely mistreated. And most likely either by somebody in the family or somebody they know. Most likely, I am guessing in the family, and most likely it could possibly be the husband or the kids or even the wife. So he will roll over and he'll nip at me lightly, which tells me that, hey, he's been treated badly and that's why he's doing this. Now, if I'm just going to pet him and mess with him and play with him, he doesn't bite. So I'm guessing somebody was yanking on him and hurting him. So that's why he bites now. But that's the only time he bites. Now, he has done really well with the kids and that I know. I had actually gone and introduced him to our neighbor's kids. They have a 3 or 4-year-old, an 8-year-old, and now they have a baby. So I went and introduced him, and he actually did really, really well with all the kids. So what that tells me is that he had been mistreated, and the kids were being very inappropriate with him and very rough with him and not being kind towards him. Now, even the younger one, the younger boy that can actually, he's 3 or 4, he pulled on him a little bit to give him kisses, and Ace still didn't bite him. So what this is telling me is he was not treated very well, and most likely the kids were very rough with him and nobody stopped them. But for the most part, he is doing a lot. Now again, he is doing better in regards to dealing with people. He does still get very, very nervous, and he can get a little bit, when I get onto him, he will kind of nip at my fingers a little bit. He's never drawn blood. He's never left a mark. He's never really hurt me. Now, it can kind of hurt a little bit because you are being nipped at by a dog. But the fact of the matter is he is not purposely trying to hurt me. He is just scared and terrified, which is why he's nipping. So, well, it's in our contract that the dogs do have to come back to us. You are not allowed to rehome them. She did want to sell him for $500, which I appreciate she coming to me. But the fact that she was actually considering it, and she was going to until I told her, you were required by law in our contract, which our contract is legally binding for this exact reason, to bring the dogs back to us. And the dogs are microchipped, so if you do not bring them back to us, and I find out, there will be repercussions because I do know where you are. We have this contract for a reason. And this is why a lot of breeders do contracts. If they don't do a contract, that is severely wrong. And we will always take back our dogs no matter how long it's been. Now for Ace, it's been over a year. So it was right after his birthday they decided to get rid of him. Which it's heartbreaking that they took a puppy and kept the puppy rather than keeping the older dog. Now, I'm glad we did get him back because most likely he would have died because of how bad his malnourishment is, but also because he had a severe case of roundworms. So he came to us and he was coughing. He's still pretty skinny, but he was coughing severe. Now, with a severe case of roundworms, the roundworms will begin to attack the dog's lungs. And among other things, we actually ended up finding a very long roundworm in one of the dog's beds. So I knew it was Ace because I had been treating Ace for roundworms, and then I had to treat everybody else because roundworms are contagious. But anyways, so they had gone on untreated for so long that the roundworm started attacking his lungs. So this caused a lot of coughing with Ace. But luckily, we got the roundworms under control. They are gone, and he's starting to gain a little bit of weight. It's just taking some time for him to gain weight because he had been so malnourished for so long, and the roundworms went unchecked for so long. But luckily, he is here with us now, and he's doing a lot better. And the funny part is they were actually worried about Ace and tried to say that he was not malnourished at all. We took him to the vet as soon as we got him because we knew that this is not normal for dogs. And he actually let me do his nails when I was told by the new family, or the old family, that he was severely aggressive when somebody tried to do his nails. Well, he did get a little upset when I tried to do his nails, but he was not aggressive at all. But he allowed me to do his nails, which is a good thing. The extent of what happened with this dog, I will never actually know. But I wanted to do an update on how he was doing, and I'll probably continue to do updates because the case of this case was pretty severe. I've never seen anything like this in my life, unless it was a case of severe, mistreatment. And I think this is what it was. Now, it takes a very long time to get as skinny as Ace does. It just doesn't happen in a week. This is months of mistreatment, and that's the heartbreaking thing. They had texted me and told me that he was not eating well, but I never realized how bad it actually was. And I told him, give him goat's milk and all this stuff. Well, they never took him to the vet. They never investigated it. And I was not close enough to take him to the vet myself. So luckily, he is doing better, and it could have potentially unalived this dog, that they just weren't taking care of him. The roundworms had to get so bad that it was attacking his lungs. I have never seen such a severe case of roundworms. And, you can say, well, it was cold. No, he actually came back for roundworms, and the vet didn't really understand how they got that bad, how these people did not take care of this dog. But luckily, he is doing a lot better now. They're actually all sleeping. It's almost 9 o'clock, so they're all sleeping right now, just getting some rest in, because we do have an early morning. But I just wanted to do an update on Ace, and I'm sorry about the beginning. I wanted to do like a little bait a little bit, because everybody knows how upset I get about dogs passing. We had like the meter who passed with hydrocephalus when she was a baby, because we had rescued him from Bark Animal Shelter. But everybody's doing good, and Ace is doing so much better. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If y'all want to see full updates on Ace, you can go to TikTok and see how he's doing right now, because I do post videos of him. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. And as usual, you guys, I'll see you guys next time in the next video. I'll see you guys later.